Hey, how's it going? And welcome to Whisky Whims with me, Stuart. Today we've got a flipper's worst nightmare, an open bottle of Kilkerran 8 port. So I bought this at the Fife Whisky Festival. I believe it cost me £45 to £50. That's the RRP, so I'm not sure what I paid for it because I was rushing to buy quite a few things. But this was one of them. The colour on it is, yeah, you've got like a nice light kind of pinky hue to it. I'll try to see how many bottles there are if it states it. But it's 57.9% ABV, non-chill filtered, no added colour, and we've got all there on that. Got the bottle stamp and everything, 8-year-old Kilkerran. 14th of February 2022 was when it was bottled, and I'm just trying to see, there's just a little bit of spiel about Kilkerran on the back but nothing about how many bottles, so I probably should have looked that up, but I was hoping it was going to be on the back of the bottle. So yeah, this was really sought after, this year's release. I think because of the Kilkerran 8-year-old Oloroso and the sherry ones from previous years, how well they've done an auction and how sought after they were because of the colour. And now this year Kilkerran decided to release a bloody sherry one and a port one. Flippers, yeah, biggest dream because of the colour. The colour just carries these, it is a beautiful colour. But we'll get down to the nose, the palate and the finish. I've had quite a bit out of this already. I've been hammering it because I'm not going to lie, I've been enjoying it. So yeah, we'll get down to it. On the day I did prefer this over the sherry version, but that was just my palate. A lot of other people preferred the sherry to the port. Yeah, the nose is exactly how I remember it at the festival and how I've been remembering it every other night. It's earthy, it's dirty, it's not really funky, but there's a nice dunnage element there, dunnage warehouse. It's definitely Kilkerran backbone, Kilkerran distillate. You can tell it's a Kilkerran, or tell like it's from the Springbank area, that dirtiness, that not funkiness, I don't want to say it, but it is dirty, dunnage, warehouse, yeah. There's plenty of red fruits, it's actually quite floral, yeah, it's really floral, a little kind of perfumey, which just softens the earthy dunnage element a little, so it's a good contrast between the earthy dirtiness to this kind of almost floral, perfume, aromatic. I want to say it's quite weird. It's like a burning mint smell or something. I don't think I've ever smelt burning mint. I'm going to get a stove and put a polo on it now and see what happens. But yeah, it's like that's the only way I can describe it. There's like a burning element tied together with a minty mentholness. Yeah, like a burning mint. A lot of fruits there. There's kind of like cherry, the kind of sweet type cherry, the not the cherry, the fruit, but the actual, the glazed one, the one that's sugary glazed, I can't remember what that's called now, sherry maz, sherry something, but yeah, it's like that cherry. Just trying to think, it's not too, I mean it's 57.9% ABV, but I can put my nose right in there and there's no burn, there's no heat, there's no issue at all. Yeah, I could smell this quite a while, there's a lot going on, it's a lovely nose. I'm going to try it without water first on the palate, and then I'll add some water to it and see how that changes the nose at all. So we'll go to the palate. Yeah. Quite drying. And I think that's maybe partly the fault of the port. I did take quite a big sip there actually, I've just realised it is because I enjoy it. I've probably taken half the glass, probably about 25ml in my mouth there, Jesus. I'll take another sip because I took so much in there. That was ridiculous. You can tell it's port influenced. More red fruits, more perfume, aromatic notes. There's something orange, I want to say. I feel like I usually get this with sherry flavoured, sherry matured whiskies, but I'm getting it through in this port and this Kilkerran that there's an orange peel, a kind of zesty orange element. It is quite a fruity dram, quite a red currant, red berries coming through in this. It's very deep, quite rich. I don't think it's not a soft dram at all. It's very powerful, very bold, full on flavours, nice oily mouthfeel, mouth coating. It coats the mouth. There's a flavour that reminds me of, I'm not sure how universal this is, if this is a UK confectionery, a UK sweet, but I think it's called Winders. I used to get them when I was a child, and it's on like a strip of paper, and it's like a long, thin, kind of gelatine sweet, a little chewy, and it rolls up. It comes packaged all rolled up, and then you like unroll it, and it's about 1 metre long or something. And it's that kind of strawberry grape flavour to go along with that. Almost, it's kind of similar to Calpol in a sense, so weird. But the child's medicine, it's sweetened to make the medicine taste better. But that's what that reminds me of, that kind of twister sweet, the long rolled up sweet that you get in the UK. And it's on like a bit of paper, and I'm sure the paper's got like a comic strip or something on it, and you pull the sweet apart from the paper and you force it all into your mouth as children do, and you basically burden your mouth with all this sweet. That's what it's like. It's very sweet. There is still a lot of earthiness coming through, a lot of the Kilkerran dunnage, dirty element coming through. It is a little, yeah, it's dirty. It's dirty and earthy. It's so nice. The comparison of the fruity, quite almost sickly sweet port compared to the dirty, earthy dunnage element of the Kilkerran. So yeah, the comparison between the port cask and the Kilkerran spirit, it just ties together and marries together so well. And yeah, it really highlights both parts individually and how well they go together. So yeah, really nice. Love the earthiness, love the dirtiness. I'm trying to see what else there is. There is a little bit of smoke. I'm not getting any peat. And I think it is peated. I'm sure Kilkerran's peated. I'm almost certain Kilkerran's peated, but I'm not really getting any peat come through. I mean, there is smoke, but there's not really... Maybe to tie with the dirtiness, the earthiness, maybe like an earthy peat, but I'm not really getting anything too suggestive of peat that it's kind of screaming at me that this is a peated whiskey. If I was to pick it blind, I'd probably just think it's smoky rather than peaty. I'd probably just say it was smoked. So I'm not sure if it is peat smoked or just smoked. But whatever it is, it's nice anyway. I'm enjoying it. But yeah, there is a burning, smoky element. I try to think just charcoal in general, would we say? Probably not, just charcoal. You're probably not charcoal. I'd want to go with something kind of more specific. There's a burning element, but I want to say something like burning oil, or yeah, like an oil fed burner rather than a wood burner. There's like an oil smell, like kind of that taste. There's like that dirty oil, or used oil, kind of used engine oil that I think quite similar with Springbank, but I'm getting it in this, but more of like a burning oil, like an oil used to burn in the palate. That's what I can taste. Not that I've ever tasted it, but yeah, that's what I can link this to. The finish, we'll get down to the finish. The finish is probably it's probably medium too long. I don't think it's that long. It's probably the least attractive quality of this whiskey. It's medium, more medium. There's plum. There's a sugared plum in the finish. There's more of that kind of dirty burnt element, burnt something. So a dirty burning, it's like something you shouldn't really put, or it's something you shouldn't really burn. It's kind of that dirty burn taste. Like if you put something you shouldn't on a fire and you're getting that, the aromas and the flavours in your nose, it's kind of like that on the finish. So a kind of dirty burning element, but it's nice, it's not off-putting, it's quite interesting. There's more of those fruits coming through, red fruits specifically, tying in with that Twister or Twizzler or whatever that sweet I mentioned earlier was called. It ties in with that, a kind of bitter, drying fruit. I'm trying to think what that could be. It's like the end of a fruit. You've ate a bunch of berries, they're all in your mouth, maybe like grapes, maybe like a red grape, kind of bitter. Yeah, I think that's probably what I would say it is. You've ate like a bunch of grapes, you've got the remnants of the skin, the juices in your mouth, and it's starting to go a little bitter. So kind of like red or purple or whatever you want to say, bitter grapes on the finish. And I just realised I haven't added water at all to this. I've just done the review. I don't know if I should go back and add some water. I do enjoy the whiskey, so I might as well, but it's going to really lengthen this video. So we'll get a little bit more in there and we'll add some water, because I just completely forgot about the water. So we'll add a couple drops and see how that separates it and changes the whiskey up. So I've added water, but I'm not going to review it with water because I don't think it really adds much to it. If anything, it just strengthens the fruits and dampens the dirty element, the dirty kind of character of Kilkerran. So I'm not going to review it with water. I'm happy with the review as it is. We'll get down to rating the whiskey. So if you're new here, I rate my whiskey on 3 things. Whether I would buy it again, if I think it's worth it, and would I recommend it. And if we get 2 out of 3, then it's a whiskey win. And if we only get 1 out of 3 or 0 out of 3, then it's a whiskey bin. So we'll see where this is going to end up. Would I buy it again? I think I would. I am really enjoying this whiskey and I am consuming it at an alarming rate. I have went through this quite quick. It's only Wednesday filming this, so I have had this from Saturday night. Obviously didn't open it on Saturday night, but I've had it from Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, and then Wednesday. So I've had this for 3 nights and I am drinking a lot of it. Do I think it's worth the price? At £45–50, yeah, you're getting a lot of whiskey at that price. You're getting non-chill filter, no added colouring, 57.9% ABV. You're getting a different cask maturation. It's not just bourbon, it's not just sherry, it's not just any old wine. It's port, which is quite unique. There's not a lot of port matured whiskies out there. So yeah, I think it's quite unique with the Kilkerran character as well. And would I recommend it? Yeah, I definitely recommend it. If you haven't tried this, you need to try it. I'm really enjoying it, and it's a good comparison to compare it with the other sherries and the sherry of the 22 release that I didn't enjoy as much. But it would be good to have both the bottles to compare them side by side, and I think it's a really great idea from Kilkerran to release them side by side as they have. So it's definitely a whiskey win. It's a great whiskey. I'm really enjoying it and I'm happy, and I'm going to turn off the camera, sit down and just enjoy the rest of this. So thanks for watching. I've been Stuart, this has been Whisky Wins. I'll see you later.